Always some shh. Always some shh. Always some shh.
Good. Always some shh. Your Urban American podcast. Kiddre, your humble, handsome host. I could keep going, but I ain't here to brag. Today, I got a special guest on my show, my boy Aaron. I don't know what you wanna. What's your stage name? What's your,
I go by my government name, brothers. Aaron Goods. Y'all can just call me Aaron. I'm cool.
Aaron.
Y'all call me Good. Y'all call me AG. It is what it is.
AG, whatever. It's all good, man.
Yes,
We appreciate you for coming and show your boy some love, man. He been seeing the podcast and he said he was gonna slide, man. So we appreciate you.
Yeah, y'all be on here having some interesting discussions. So I figured I'd come. You feel me? Throw my perspective in the mix.
Now you got my right hand man. You know what I'm saying? My man since high school, man. 99. You know what I'm saying? Peter J. Showers, Ptah, Jamal, long list of names, y'all. Put your hands together. Hey man, I've been needing to talk to the fellas, man. A lot of things. That's a lot of things. But we gonna start off with my boy P. Cause I love you. You feel me? And when you love somebody, you don't let them go on the wrong path. And I care about you. Okay? Okay. So we was having a discussion saying, after the what's my man that got killed? Charlie Kirk got killed. And P said that Charlie Kirk would be able to go to a HBCU and he would be safe and he would not be harmed.
What I said was he would still be alive.
That is a false. Okay. So you No. We don't want to know what your Facebook post said. We want to know what you said. You said if Charlie Kirk, you said white people are safe. You said white people are safer around black people. A white guy who's trying to be like a Charlie Kirk went to a HBCU in Tennessee and got his ass chased up out of there. How is that safe? Now you trying to say he'd be alive. You said safer. I got you on video saying white people are safer around black people than they are their own. Did you say that? Okay. So this young man, so number one, we was also playing a Charleston White video and Charleston White was saying, well, go to a HBCU, wouldn't nothing happen to you. So I got offended because you're trying to tell me that my black people would let some white dude come in our arena, talk against us, and we would sit there and endure it. So my question, Aaron, help me out. When in the history of has a white man went and spoke comfortably and felt safe around black people and he made remarks about us? Rather hateful or just remarks?
I was going to say, unless he is a openly Democratic candidate that is pushing certain agendas that align with what most black people, the average black people, follow. Unless he is particularly one of them, never, not never.
So, my friend, I love you, but you was wrong. And per usual, I was right. It's no big thing. It happens all the time. But I just want to hear you say, "Oh, was you wrong?" What are your thoughts on that?
I want to ask why do you feel like that's the case?
Well, this pod, when I made that statement, it was before the Charlie Kirk assassination. So when Charlie Kirk got assassinated, he felt like this enhanced his argument against mine, which it didn't. I was talking about average citizens. Charlie Kirk has invited people to see him. He's talking political shit. So he's instigating people, telling them where he's going to be, where he's going to speak. But I'm talking about white people. I'm talking about people who gentrify. and walk up and down in our neighborhoods, sell their popcorn or come riding their bikes, dressed in those suits, knocking on the doors, recruiting, come go to church in Indiana. They be safe. Meanwhile, black people hang
I
around
I
black people and
Form
get
was
that.
targeted
jump.
without being provoked. I'm talking about this man provoked that. I'm talking about people who minding their business, that's regular citizens. When they come around black people, they leave safe. Even if they get beat the fuck up, they don't die.
That's not
We
leaving
are
safe,
safe
P.
around other people.
One man ain't got
Everybody's
jumped
safe
before,
around
P.
black people. What my statement was, everybody's safe around black people except black people. Then Charlie Kirk got assassinated, and he felt like that was the green light to throw off what I'm saying, and it isn't. You talking about a man that was
So
provoking and instigating violence because he talking political shit, and he openly invited people to meet him at an address, not a regular white man just walking through a neighborhood. Then we talking
I'm
about because
gonna have to
somebody
agree with
said
him on
something
this one, brother.
against us, we should move violently. This is erasing free speech. Now, when people have free speech, see, we kick that shit off with comedy. When the comedians got up there
Okay,
and
hold on, hold on,
said
hold
they
on,
can't
hold on, hold
stand
on,
each
hold on,
other.
hold on, hold on. But hold on, I don't want you to go too far. I want to, because I want us. One thing I want us to do is come to conclusions on topics and not just leave them open ended. Okay. So, Aaron, you say you agree with P saying. What is it in particular that you agree with?
The if nothing else, the statement that everybody else is safer around black people than black people are around black people. If that's if nothing else, it's a few things he said, but that's a real key point. Even if it doesn't mean that across the board everybody is safe, what it does mean is that, and because this is a critique I have of the black community a lot, niggas quick to have smoke for niggas, but won't be no steppers when it come to actually going against the people that's actually against us and doing real shit to make real progress towards no longer being oppressed people. I gotta put air quotes around that.
It's
But yeah, niggas got way more smoke for niggas. Niggas would be ready to kill at the drop of niggas be ready to kill over a parking spot, for niggas be ready to kill over you, maybe your eyes lingering on they shorty too long. Niggas be ready to kill over the dumbest shit, but niggas not ready to come together in arms against motherfuckers that want to do us harm that's outside of our community. That's a fact.
that's not a fact. See, number one, the fact would be if you looked up the numbers, you up. I mean, can I go? You wanna? Okay, it's not a fact because if you look up, you can look up any race right now. We all got Google on our phone, and you ask who kills the most white people. Who do you think kill the most white people?
White people.
White people. So boom, what you just said is not true, right? So then you go to black people. We of course we kill our own the most. So you're saying that every other race is safer around black people when the real statement you should be making is that every other race is safe around another race.
So I don't necessarily, I'm not mad at that take on it, but this is more so how I look at it. If we just, I like to look at shit like numbers. So I'm gonna just use some simple numbers to make shit simple. Say that you got a 50% chance to be done harm by your same race person, your neighbor. I would argue, just based on my experience, I ain't been everywhere, but I've been a few places. I would argue that if you're a black person that goes to uh, a white person's neighborhood, the number is gonna increase probably the same that if you're a white person going to a black person's neighborhood, the number increase. So let's say they both at 60. So I'm so far I'm on program with you saying it's even right now. I'm saying it's even right now.
Okay.
When we start talking about having civil discourse, it don't matter what race it is. Black people not trying to have that civil discourse in any type of civil way. With black people, in my experience, I've been on a debate league. I debate. I like debate. To me,
Right.
debate is cool. In my experience, black people get more emotionally attached to their argument and therefore become more erratic during debates, especially if it's a more contentious topic, and are more likely to become violent. Like if you go to a white person neighborhood and you set up a table to say white people as oppressors, prove me wrong, Yeah, you're gonna have some people that's gonna come and argue with you, but they probably not gonna put their hands
On
on
an intellectual level. So that's where I don't agree with what he's saying then. Because if black people are more emotionally volatile, a white person, how are they gonna? I think that we want to correct our race, the black race, so much that we overlook a lot of things. Where would a black person be the safest at? Around Asians and white people. We move to the suburbs with them. The black people that's moving to the suburbs aren't facing the same numbers that the people that stay around their own people stay around. So therefore, that statement goes for everybody. You're safer around other people. Because why? You don't have no connection. It's no nothing that it's this white guy. Well, I mean, we're saying white people gentrify, white people gentrify. We did the same shit. When they ran to the suburbs, black people moved out there and we started gentrifying these suburbs. My uncle was one of the first black people on this block in Bolingbrook. We gentrified it. We see some white people move in the neighborhood in over here where I'm at by Washington Park. They own 62nd and 63rd and St. Lawrence. White people moving on 63rd and St. Lawrence in the heart of the hood. They taking them buildings and refurbishing them or whatnot, right? Why would they feel threatened? I don't even know y'all. I think we overlooking it.
I think you overlooking too much. First of all, my concern be about the black community. I don't be caring about statistics about interracial. If we are around other races and shit pop off, that's expected. In the back of my mind, I'm black. I already got the stereotypes. I know the history of my people. I already expect smoke from you. But when I go around my people, I should be fucking safe. And we are not. Black men get targeted unprovoked. I'm not talking about nobody who talking shit politically, who set up a pamphlet and a panel to speak on things that instigate violence. We've been living in a political time right now where everything political gets violent. Everything becomes political and emotional. It can be the simplest shit. LeBron versus Jordan. It gets very political. It gets very emotional. Nicki versus Cardi. Not jumping into the next topic, but I'm just using examples of how we use conflict and escalate it politically for the simplest, most childish shit. Black men get robbed on social media. We attack each other on social media for likes and views. A nigga just got killed and they took his chain. That don't got shit to do with white people. That got to do with black rappers get killed in their own hometowns all the time. Name any other race that's killing off their own entertainers. Besides Selena Mama did it. And you got situations where it happens.
See,
We don't even value rappers. That's probably the worst occupation you could be as a nigga. Let me cook. Let me finish. Because you're looking for statistics. There's no statistics for we have culturalized backdoing. We have culturalized the word snake. All the words we come up with is about fucking over each other. We do not have a community. And when you try to compare that shit with other communities, they have more organization than we do. I don't care about no Charlie Kirk because he was off by another white man. So why is it black people business to discuss in the first place? But that's us wanting to be the face of oppression. That's another problem. We look for conflict. And when we're not the face of it, oh my God, we'll do something. So that dude going to the HBCU, he just looking for likes and views. He a reactionary at this point. After the fact, nobody was moving like that till Charlie Kirk got killed. Because everybody a copy.
That video was out before Charlie Kirk got killed.
Always want moving like that because he wasn't on no racist shit. He went
So,
to a white college. What happens at white schools?
Neither one of y'all are wrong with the problem here.
At a white school, that happen all the time.
The problem here is neither one of y'all are wrong. These aren't necessarily the same exact issue. However, in my opinion, you could probably trace them back to the same thing. So, on one hand, it is probably safe to say that strangers are by nature safer in an environment than people that people are familiar with. Because even if we look at like family dynamics, and this doesn't just happen in the black community, but it does happen more in the black community, you are more likely to be like backdoor, like you were saying, it's a term, by your own family member, your own brother, your own cousin, than by the dude I just met you today, and you probably be less likely to fuck me over than people that have known me for a decade plus. So it is some validity to that. However, at the same time, everything you just said, I can't see anything to say that you're not on the money when it comes to that, especially when you get into talking about community. Now, do they have ghetto white communities where it's drama and
What?
mess? Yes. If you
What?
ever been to Urbana, Illinois, you'll find the white country hick version of the hood where everybody. So it's
Everywhere.
more than a black thing. It's a poverty thing. The problem is, and there's a lot of reasons why some is our fault, a lot not our fault. Regardless, the poverty part of the black community seems to be platformed and championed as the cool thing, while in the rest of the communities, the poverty stricken versions, they don't even acknowledge those people. They definitely don't celebrate those people. They definitely don't imitate those people. It's only in the black community where we want to celebrate and imitate the worst of our community. So I really don't think neither one of y'all is wrong about y'all claims. I think where they meet in the middle and clash is just where some nuance becomes about where we at in the country, where we're at in politics in the world, where we're at in history, etc.
Nah, that this Negro is wrong. Number
Nah.
one, and I'm glad
wrong,
he. I'm
bro.
glad he. Yeah,
Nah,
I'm
you
about to tell
right.
you. I'm about to tell
Nah,
you.
you
Let me
wrong.
explain.
You right. You
I,
right.
let me land my plane. I don't tell nobody they wrong without telling them where they went wrong at. See, and I'm glad you went off a little bit. You said let you cook. I'm glad I listened because you brought up some stuff that I had forgot. You also said that black people are only one that extort their own. We also talk about the check-in culture, right? My bro here, Aaron, is an MC. Aaron, when MCs travel from state to state, do they have to check in? So that's why I keep telling you, you sensationalize what black people do, and you act like these other. That's why I bring up the other races. You said, "Oh, we the only ones extorting." The extortion, black people did not even invent extorting, and the mob, all those mob figures that you could big mob figures, Gambino, all of them took an extortion charge. It's on their record. But I have you on camera saying black people, we're the only ones that we kill our own and we do this and do that. And that's a
Well, I think the problem is what I just spoke to about the who's platforming what, and even whether or not he's right about if it's only or if it's all or if it's most or if it's half, that's irrelevant because what we platform, what we publicize, what we champion, what we can repeatedly show you is that the
Made it
black community is the
popular
one
culture.
community. We're the black community is the only community that is prompting and promoting this as like the ideal, as the thing to aspire towards. In the other communities, they know it exists. They try to keep it away from it.
that's not and see,
They'll make movies about it.
and so the biker movies, all these movies, they did the same thing. And see how you
To me,
can't
to,
that's wrong.
to me, to me, movies don't count in that. Even with on the side of what I'm saying about the black community, I don't count movies because in movies you telling a story, and so if you're telling a story, there's multiple angles to be had. To me, that's not promoting or uplifting nothing. For me, it more so when we talk about music, when we talk about people who are role models who we listening to have like podcasts and things of this nature. The people that we are looking towards are those people. Movies, to me, is like books. That's art. That don't count. In the black community, bro, we are getting on. We are going to look towards and listen to people who have podcasts to tell us what is the way to live, and these people are celebrating out loud the worst shit about our community and our culture. That's not happening in the white
That's
community.
not that's
And you talking to somebody that in takes in enough white content, I'll call it. Like I don't just watch black shit. I watch a bunch
the
of shit.
hottest show out right now is called Task on HBO. That's one of the hottest shows out right now. It's about white people in New Jersey robbing drug houses.
For sure.
That's the hottest show out right now. So what y'all be? That's why I be understand. That's why I just want to try to tell y'all. Right. Let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all think it's a complexity? What's the word I'm looking for? A I wouldn't call it a disorder, but it's like a complexity that certain people have where they just down the black people. It's a black person that just downs the black community. Do y'all believe in that? Let's say like a
My Uncle Ruckus?
Uncle Ruckus. Do those people exist?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So my thing is this: when P be saying certain things, I just hold him to what he says. He went down the part about checking in and extortion. That is a false, right?
No, it's not.
But hear me out. What you're keying in on, you're saying, well, being a rapper is a hard thing, right? My argument would be it's a hard thing like a rapper in every culture.
Let me say
If you could say being a white, you could say being a white 1% biker is the most dangerous thing a white boy could do.
y'all checking in, y'all are organized bike gang organization, club, however people want to word it or see it. You're organized, and when you go places, you have to respect those are customs that y'all are choosing to honor. So there's a code there. Black people don't have no code.
That is a code. If
And
I
when you
come to
bring
your
up,
city, go ahead, my fault.
we
I'm
don't
sorry. Go
have
ahead.
no code no more. Let me finish. When you
Go ahead, my
bring
fault.
up the Italians and you bring up the other people that do extortion, they wasn't only doing it to their own people. They was doing it to everybody. Only our ass only extort each other. Do Justin Bieber get fucking check in? We don't hear about no Jack Harlow, anybody that's joined into the goddamn culture vultures, you want to call it, that's doing rap or doing hip hop or doing what we do as black culture. They have invited themselves into black culture and they selling records, whatever. They do not have to check in the way black people check in. You don't even hear that shit with Drake. Probably why he got buddy with fucking Jay Prince in the first place, so he wouldn't be bothered when he go to Houston. He Jewish. He can buy his way into fucking protection. But let's go back to what I'm saying. Black people only extort their own, and when you bring up the other people that did it and other cultures, they extorted everybody, not just their own, not just Italian Americans. They did Irish people, black people. They did black people worse because they probably took more off the top from them. You saw Harlem Nights. But everybody get extorted, not just blacks doing it. If you're gonna
So
extort
you
somebody,
think Drake running around? See, I be trying to be patient.
Don't
I be
just
trying to be.
don't just predatorize your own people, and you keep trying to escape from that by deflecting with.
It ain't no escape. It ain't no escape. I escape with it. It ain't no escape. It's the facts. You really think Jay Prince and them ain't fucking extorting Drake? What the fuck did Jay Prince do for Drake?
I just said he paid him.
No, stop. Because that's why I keep telling you, keep doing over and over again, and we recording it. You go on this long sermon, and you put your you do all of that, and then you skew over the facts. You want to sit here and say that stop. You want to say black people haven't extorted other races of people. That is a heap of shit.
Who?
You sit here and name the niggas that got exported. They sitting here saying Diddy and what's in them ruined Justin Bieber's career. They sit here and say how Drake has to check in with all these people. He mobbed all on his own. What did Jay Prince do for you? No, I need to be around some niggas that got some muscle. I'm checking in with these niggas. What are you talking about, bro? Other races of people get extorted, bro. Vanilla Ice.
So that's still a nigga.
I let you. Hold on. I heard you. Stop, bro. I heard you out, and I'm tearing your point apart. We already last part we was on there. I've been named Vanilla Ice. They hung this nigga from the fucking balcony. That's extortion and muscling somebody, bro. Suge Knight hung Vanilla Ice from the balcony. That's the end of the conversation. That's in the 80s.
Why did he hang him from the balcony?
So the nigga could sign a contract. So he could sign a contract.
And you picked the worst person for an example.
You said black people. This is what you get. This is what I tell my girl when we arguing, right? You say something, and I give you an factual event, and then you have to dance out of it. You picked the wrong person. Suge Knight is black, Vanilla Ice is white. A black person, a white person, case closed. You can't just say him.
You just named an event with no source and no research. You just said that's why he hung him over, because he extorted him.
All right. So we're gonna do this for you.
Stop making excuses for how we treat each other.
We gonna put a video up of Vanilla Ice saying what. Listen. Cool. Listen. One thing about the truth. Listen, Aaron. Hey, Aaron.
It do not change the consistency of what black people experience with black people. You can bring up the exception every time. My truth
Aaron,
outbanks your
Aaron,
truth.
I brought you on the show. I brought you on the show
Big
for
Bank,
a
Little Bank,
different.
my truth eat your truth because you be bringing up deflections or exceptional things that happen as if it changed this consistent narrative of what people experience. Numbers, I don't give a fuck about a number. Ask any nigga what they go through when they hanging around niggas unprovoked. I am targeted unprovoked when I should be able to go to any community. If it was a black community, no matter where I go, this is where I should feel safe. But I feel like I'm in a sundown town, no matter if I'm amongst other motherfucking races or my own. I'm in more danger amongst my own, especially if I'm an MC or a rapper, because I have to check in. Musicians don't check in. Actors don't check in. R&B singers don't check in.
You sound like a foot. P. That's what you keep. That's what P. Do you know who George Christie is? Let me ask you a question. Do you know who George Christie is? Do you know who George Christie is? Yes or no? Let's keep it yes or no. Because I'm gonna tear your argument up. Every piece of shit you say, I'm gonna tear that ass up. Pause. Do you know who George Christie is? Do you know who George Christie is? George Christie is a lead. Was a president of the Hells Angels. I will play you videos of him telling you all these rock bands came in town. They checked in with them so they could do security for them. I can show you videos. They extorted the Hells Angels, extorted all them little rock bands for security. You gonna let all our people in, we gonna get in for free, and we gonna give y'all security. They extorted their ass. But here you go. Instead of saying, you know what, damn, they do that. They have done it. I see the proof. You were right. What you're gonna do is, it's realizing that you're wrong and I'm right. You're gonna dance out of it. Oh, that's still nothing to do with how black people treat black people. But you bringing up other races, bro. So if you're gonna stay in the black, so this is my whole conversation with you. If you're gonna stay shooting at black people, don't bring up nobody else. Because then I bring up somebody else to say, hey, these people do the same thing. You find an excuse out of it. But you go on the black people. Hold on. Let me let my plan. But you go on the black people. But you go on the black.
Every pod. That's all I care about is black accountability. You try to compare this to this.
You cannot say. You cannot say. You cannot.
You shouldn't say that, Pete. That's what you're doing. You're making excuses. You're right. It's
Pete,
the truth.
you cannot hold nobody accountable with false facts.
Okay. Am I lying?
I sit here and get on here and say black people are the only people extort people. And then be talking about, I'm holding y'all accountable because y'all the only people that do that shit. So now you go single us out and say we're the only people that do it, but then come to find out we ain't the only people that do it. You think
So,
right?
So what I'm saying here is, P, you when you are making certain claims, you're not necessarily being linguistically accurate enough
And genuine
for the debate purpose, because you say all and only, and he's arguing against all and only. But when you say all and only, I don't literally hear it as all and only. I hear it as overwhelmingly and more than it should be, which I would agree with if that's what you're actually saying versus saying all or only.
He knows what I mean, but he takes the nuance of a word.
No, I don't. I know what you mean, and what you mean is wrong. You cannot don't sit and say only. You can first off. This is a white man's country. Majority of the stuff that we do, we took it from them and turned it into our own. So for you to say only, right? You can't say black people are the only people that gang bang. They invented gangs. You got to stop doing that. That's what I'm touching on. You're saying we the only people that take extortion and who out the band. Motherfucker, Godfather is one of the greatest movies. They extorted the motherfucker for the movie, bro. They cut a horse head off and put it in his fucking bed. And guess what? They say that shit all based on a true story. Hey, my guy want this role in this movie. He ain't getting it. Oh yeah? You know who I am? Cut his head, hit the horse of his head off and put in the bed with him. Aaron, what is that called?
I don't. If that's extortion, I would have to go look at the definition of extortion. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a part of extortion. That's intimidation. In order to extort somebody, you gotta have some intimidation first. So they intimidated him first, then they extorted him for the role. The dude got the movie role. We seen this greatest white movies ever.
So I got a question then for you, Dre. Is your opinion that because white people did it or created it, that we should be embodying it?
No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is this. I just hate when I hear that we're the only ones that do something, and we're not. That's just my thing. I'm for my black people. I'm for black people. So any smut on our name, I'm gonna clear it up. We cannot say that. That's all I'm saying.
When the other communities did it benefit their community? Non-black people, when they extorted and they did these things first, did it benefit their community?
I'm sure. I'm sure. Maybe financially, yeah.
When we do it, does it benefit the black community?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
How?
Yes. See. This is the thing that this is the problem that this is the problem why I believe this is the problem. Okay, with the checking in, right? This is why I believe checking in is to be respected, right? How could I come to your town, set up shop in your town, and don't adhere to y'all cultures? That would mean I have no respect for your town, right? So so people that had actual good culture beliefs, they know, hey, I come shake hands with the people that run this town. Hey, I'm here from so and so. I wanna, you know what I'm saying? I go through the proper channels. You just don't go open up a store in a town and you ain't shook no hands with nobody of the town. Checking in. So the rap game produced a lot of people coming in town, you know what I'm saying? Not giving nobody no jobs, no employment, not looking out for none of the black people in these towns. They just come take their money and leave. That's why a lot of these people started, hey, you need to check in. Come hire some of our guys to do security for your show. You say you don't see nothing wrong with that. I do. I believe if I was a rapper, every town I went on tour, I'm gonna check in with somebody that do something for the city and do something for every black area I go into that I got some money out of.
These motherfuckers killed Nipsey Hussle and he lived where he lived. He got killed by his own people in his own community. He was doing all of that. Rappers be dying in their own hometowns. Then the expression thing only be rappers. It don't be actors. It don't be R&B singers. It's one profession that's targeted because of the music and the things they write. So if I'm coming to Chicago and I'm gonna perform at the on Madison at the United Center, I gotta check in with you on the South Side before I do that first, because I sold out a show before I even it was already on the calendar sold out. If I'm that type of artist,
Aaron,
I need to come to the South Side and check in with you. Because you say so and you're not the fucking mayor or the government and you don't own your block. Talking about white men own this shit, but you don't own shit. But
you talking about you see what I'm saying? You talk about you, bro. You gotta realize sometimes you just be saying a big pile of bullshit. Why the fuck would I talk to the government about me doing a music concert, a rap concert, bro? You not because that's not adding up.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, that's why I would communicate with somebody from the South Side. If I'm coming to do a rap show, who are my consumers coming to the show? I'm doing a rapper. Where are my rap fans coming from? Connect with the community. Aaron, do you see what I'm saying? Is there something wrong?
Well, I personally see flaws in both sides of this argument. So,
okay,
on one end, what you just said about checking in, I've never considered that. So, I'm gonna have to reflect on that, because when we start talking about like tribes and things, there can be that to a certain extent. At that, I would have to put a question mark on what are the real borders and boundaries, and why, if we're all supposed to be Americans, if we all supposed to be black Americans, whatever it is. Because I'm not saying there's a right or wrong answer, but there's just some concessions to be made about the forming of borders and structures for who, when, and where, and why.
Right.
When you talk about doing a big show and not checking in with like the government is with the words you use, but in order to book at the United Center, the amount of people that have to green like that, you're basically checking in, because if they decide no, you can't have it. That's the same reason why the YoungBoy concert in Chicago got canceled, because he refused to not perform the Dirk disc, and so the people in charge, which we not talking about the street people, we talking about the business people that push pens and paper. A lot of them probably white, regardless of what race they are. They said this not happening here. That's the government.
Let me ask you this one question.
To a certain extent, you do got to check in with them to that extent.
Let me ask you this one question. But if they see him have a good relationship and a good rapport with somebody from the city, They say let's just say Dirk for if they seen him and Dirk have a good relationship, would they even step in?
So probably not, but here's a better version of that question.
Okay.
If they seen that him and Kanye had a good relationship, but that he was still gonna do the Dirk diss, would they let him do that show? No.
That one I would have to see. That's a good question. I would have to see maybe because we don't know what we don't know how they view.
Incites
It,
violence.
it depends on how they view. But listen. But if they look at it, all depends on how they view Kanye. They view Kanye as man. He's kept it peaceful with the youngsters or whatever. He been able to keep them in control. They might let that. I can see it going either way. It could be a 50-50. But the simple matter of the fact is NBA YoungBoy doesn't have no relationships here with people that are significant in Chicago.
Bro, Chief Keef couldn't even come back and do a show, and he had a good relationship with Kanye, and he got contacts here in the streets as well. And he couldn't come back, bro.
Chief Keef is not connected with the proper channels he need to be connected with. Is it
In
not
terms of the streets,
not his music. It's because he
Y'all
not
just
connected with
proved
the
my
right
point.
people, bro. He's not connected with the right people.
You gotta
You
step in
listen.
because they
We
ain't gonna
seen
be
you
around
can't
you.
even argue with me. You can't even argue with me about Chief Keef being connected when we seen he was connected with 50 Cent and 50 Cent was trying to help him be a bigger star. And he said, "I'm cool on it." And look where he is and where he could have been. So we seen it. You name the person that don't have good relationships with people, and it's proving my point. P, think of P. I mean, Aaron. We MC. Whenever we go in town, we go talk to the people of the town, right? We just don't do that because we're MC. That is the proper channel to go down.
yeah, yes and no, because we do that because it's basically some street shit, and so it has to be vetted by the people that's around. Because if they
Culture.
don't vet it, we could be coming to do violent takeovers or whatever the case.
That's culture.
While while if you got a business that's coming in that's organized but not in a way that is threatening, they're not checking in with none of the nobodies that we got to check in with. We got to check in because we represent a certain thing, and that thing could potentially be
Y'all
dangerous and or
organize.
threatening.
But that comes from culture. Why you think the mayor? Why you think the mayor and them won't let Donald Trump come bring the National Guard here? Cause he ain't checked in.
What
That
y'all
they
It's
all
not.
saying
they,
stand
they,
on
It
they,
ain't because
good.
he ain't checked in. It's just because they don't agree
But
with his
still,
stance. It ain't because he ain't
oh,
checked
checking
in.
in
the
still
mayor
only
asked them.
specifies a certain demographic of black entertainer. If you gonna do the check-in shit, do it all across the board with all the races. Don't tell
It's
me
not
about
even.
this person did it this way, but we're only targeting certain people and certain
It,
things and
it's
certain
not even.
occupations. We're
It's not
not
even
doing it for
just. It's not
everybody
even
across
just
the
certain
board.
occupations, bro. What it actually is, because I like that he keep bringing like drawing a parallel between that and the MC thing, because it is a parallel to be drawn. But the problem is that it. Back to my point, it is street. Is at the very least street adjacent, if not directly street. And
Culture.
in the black community, the thing that we herald the most is street niggas, street life, street community. It's in the lyrics, not just in the rap songs. Destiny's Child is not a rap group. It's in the lyrics. It's in the overall perspective. It's in the culture. It's ingrained that the culture, what people consider black, even if we go to the Russell versus Future debate that has gone on for fucking a decade at this point. The only reason that they call Russell Wilson lame is because he's not street.
No,
Now I know that it's a way that you could be street and lame and
it's
be
still be
unstreet
cool.
and unlame.
It's still be
But what I'm telling you is for a fact, most people aren't making that complex of a delineation. Most people are going, not a street nigga, lame. And I can tell you that as myself as not a street nigga.
yeah,
Same.
yeah. I mean, no, you got a lot of people that make. I tell them all the time. A lot of people make generalizations, and generalizations they that really doesn't define a person. But what I'm saying is, what y'all missing is that's not just MC. It's not just gang and street. That's culture, right? Pepsi checked in the Coke. Pepsi and Coke, they have an agreement because they have a relationship. Pepsi, you got the summer. Coke has the winter. They checked in with each other. Hey, we both in the same field, and how could we not step on each other's toes? That's what checking in is about. You just pop up another one that checked in with some Chevy with Ford. They have a relationship with each other, so we don't step on each other's toes. That's checking in. You just don't go to somebody's town and just say, "Hey, I just leave Chicago and say, you know what? I'm gonna go to Gary, Indiana, and just open up shop there." That is considered rude in whatever business you do. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. That's not just that. That's culture wise. The proper thing is, if let's just say I'm opening up I can't even think whatever. Let's say a restaurant. I'm gonna open up a steakhouse downtown. I still need to build some type of rapport with the other people that sell steaks here, with the restaurant community. What I'm saying is, you got rappers that don't come from these coaches, that don't adhere to these coaches, and they just go somewhere and they just want to make some money, and they don't put nothing back into the community. I don't even see that being the right thing. Wherever I go, I'm going to spend some money and put something back into the community. If they paying me $30,000 to show up and do a show, I'm going to go shop and spend $5,000 somewhere in the community and give it back to whoever I'm performing.
Bullshit. What makes you
Not
obligated to do that?
Not bull.
So basically, you saying, hey,
culturally wise, you are.
I need to feed you, and you.
And that's one of the reasons why I never heard. And that. Go ahead. Cause I got a point.
The community ain't shit. And if you're talking about bike clubs, when you go and check in as MC, are you only checking in with black motorcycle clubs or motorcycle clubs all across the board?
All across the board.
And thank you. With niggas, it's just niggas fucking with niggas. And you can try to bring up businesses and organizations where no violent shit go down between Pepsi and fucking Coke. Ain't no violent shit going down because white people sign paperwork for this person to sing at Madison Square. The theoretical situation we made about fucking NBA YoungBoy. I'm talking about niggas fucking with niggas and making them a target. It's in the songs. It's in the culture. He already said it. And that's what I'm saying. Black culture need to be fucking revamped because we ain't shit. We ain't got no code. We ain't got no honor. We treat each other worse than the white people do and other cultures do. And they see that shit and then we run around like, hey, why y'all don't have no respect? Why can't we get no job? Because you unorganized. What the fuck I look like? I'm not afraid of you. You're not organized. Y'all treat each other like shit, but you want me to treat you good and have favorable opinions about the stupid shit you do in front of a camera and on TV and make it popular culture. No Italian motherfuckers is sitting on DJ Vlad talking shit and snitching about extortion. A man in LA, I can't remember the nigga name, just got arrested for all types of charges, RICO case for extorting people. None of them niggas was white. None of them was other cultures.
DJ Vlad has never had Italian snitches. DJ Vlad has never had.
Eloquent, but you're deflecting. You're deflecting and making excuses for a black community not treating each other with respect. We don't have no community if we don't have no organization. I don't give a fuck about Charlie Kirk. I don't give a fuck about Italians. I'm strictly on the black community, treating each other like shit. And you can compare the numbers to, well, we got it from here, and we did it
and look, that's your problem. And that's your problem. Cause right here, I'm sitting here telling you, no. Cause your art, cause you go in circles. Your biggest piece of your argument that I'm gonna tear apart right now. You said we don't have no culture and no what you say rules.
No
what was it?
No honor, no more.
Code. I just sat here and told you why niggas should check in, and you told me you shouldn't. You don't owe nobody that shit. I just sat here and gave you a piece of code. Stop. Hold on. I just gave you a piece of code, culture, and some shit you should adhere to. You should go, if you're a black man coming into, if I'm a rapper and I'm going to Tennessee to perform, and they pay me $30,000 to perform, and who coming to see me? Majority black people coming to see me. I should go spend some money with those black people so they get a taste of my money, keeping the money in the circle with black people. That is a code. That's why the black community is fucked up. Our money goes to everybody else, but we get some money from us and we leave. I'm sitting here telling you, checking in, you put some money back into the community. You shut it down. But then you say the culture. You just said this. We got you on video. You clap all you want to. You just said we don't have no rules or codes.
You just proved my point.
I think both of y'all are right.
He just proved my point.
I proved your point.
One of the codes you chose to give an example of for the black community was extortion and checking in, crimes, no snitching, which is aiding and abetting. If I'm not in the gang, why do I owe you the obligation of protecting your life? When we were younger growing up, the gangs in the neighborhood through the house club parties, they control what time shit come on. Now you got prostitutes prostituting in the middle of the neighborhood, and they don't even get no fuck. You used to couldn't do that. There was a sign on your block, hey, this music after a certain hour. We threw the block club parties, the gangster turned the hydrant on, the police will come and shut it down, hey, we get them some money. We don't do that shit no more. We don't buy no book bags, we don't give out no turkeys. Motherfuckers just on switches shooting each other, and they probably from their own family members. We don't have no code no more. The culture was the black church. We don't respect motherfucking funerals.
This man said the black church.
Motherfucking high school reunions. Tell me where they doing that at.
This
In
man
other
said
communities, since you like comparing numbers, show them numbers.
You said the black church. What bank did any black church open up?
The black church is a terrible example.
What they got to do with the church?
That's a shit. That's what I'm glad Aaron said. That's a terrible example. The black church ain't built shit. Ain't built a thing, but they ain't built a thing, but a bigger church. You got blocks with 5, 7 churches down there. That's a horrible example. The problem is, bro. And that's why I brought my bro in here, because he kind of we come from the same similar backfield. A lot of you niggas just don't want to follow rules. When I just broke down checking in and how it will help, like the bigger science of this, and we're going to move on because we've been here for a minute, but this is a great conversation. We need to have it. We're going to just turn this into a segment. But the greater conversation that I be trying to tell black people, the real thing holding black people back is that our money leaves our community and never comes back, right? I'm trying to tell you, as a MC, as a person that wanted to be that traveled and did shows in other cities, bro, I feel compelled on a personal level, coming from what I know, how I seen my ancestors move, how I seen other people that was in organizations and shit like that move when they go out of town, how they make sure they put something back in the community. That's it. That is how we will advance, keeping the black dollar with the black people.
Can I say something to put a cherry on this before we move to the next segment?
Go ahead.
I've said multiple times throughout this debate that both of y'all are right. So even when we talk about, because you're right, niggas don't want to follow rules. That's a fact. However, what I also know is a fact is that the niggas who want to set rules, the rules always come with violent implications when people can't get their way. And I must say, in terms of your question, you saying you felt compelled to check in. I'm gonna tell you, no matter what's going on in terms of like non-street shit, I don't feel compelled to check in. If it's not on some MC shit, I don't feel compelled to check in, because if I'm being honest, I don't respect the organization that you got go. Even if it's organized, I don't respect what it's getting at. I don't respect the results it's gotten. I don't respect where it's left our people.
Let's stay right there. Let me give you an example, right? I'm a rapper. I go to New York, right? I feel compelled to check in with one New York rapper at least.
I ain't checking in with shit.
But see, you saying it. See, I think
I'm saying as a rapper, bro. I'm not checking in, bro.
I think y'all view, but why would you want to go to Why would you want to go to New York and not hang out with a New York rapper?
Because
why would you not want to go? Why would you want to go to New York, right, and not adhere to the culture that's going to New York? Why would you?
I just said why. Because the shit that they pushing, the shit that they get behind, the shit that they stand
on. But you get to pick on. But Aaron, you get to pick on who you gonna check in with, right? So whoever you feel meets the criteria that whatever you adhere to, you get what I'm saying? Because some niggas want to be around the street niggas that street like them, right? Whatever type of person you want to be around, you can be around them. Let's say you want to be you going to Philly, you wouldn't check in with Black Thought. No. Hey, bro, I'm in town, bro. Show me the ways of the town, man. Let's, you know what I'm saying? You wouldn't do that. You wouldn't bring the show.
If I'm checking in, I don't really know too much about Black Thought. I'll be honest. But if I'm checking in, it's because I'm unfamiliar with an area and I need information, not necessarily because I care to.
Okay, that's what them hanging out with me, I'm gonna get that information. Hey, what's the spot to go to? Where do the real black people go? If I'm going to New York, I'm gonna call Fab. Hey Fab, bro, I'm in town. What's popping? Where I need to be? That's the spot, New York. That's checking in, bro. Y'all just saying it is, I'm here. Do I gotta pay y'all? I'm saving. Nobody gonna rob me. Y'all, that all that come. It's just like when you go in town. This is the funny part. Y'all making it seem more complex than what it is. It's just like when you go out in town I go to Atlanta, I'm checking in with my cousins. Hey, I'm here. Where is it safe? What's going on? What is shit popping at? Where the women at? Where this and that? Where is going on? That's checking in, bro.
But you should only have to do that a couple times. If you
No, so guess what I'm saying? I'm not checking in with niggas I don't know because I'm in town. I'm checking in with the people I know there. So at the end of the day, if I'm going to Cali, some niggas, now don't get me wrong, he's conflating the people that be like, oh yeah, on some gang shit, check in without the bam. I'm checking in with who I'm good with. I'm checking in with who I'm good with. I'm not checking in with no niggas because I'm scared and no shit like that. That's not where I'm going at. But moving right along.
Checking in with nobody. I'm a fucking tourist. I got a show. I came and left my hotel at 8. I went to where the party's at and I went the fuck home. That's what you got security for. If you feel like you need security. But as a black man, you should just be welcome.
I'm gonna just say this.
If you choose to give money and you want to do, you got a charity and shit. That's the way it's supposed to go. Ideally, that's all I'm saying. Ideally, the way you saying, it's a bunch of bullshit and rah rah, and it's just black community targeting niggas.
We definitely need to come back. We definitely need to come back to this. But
that's making some phone calls saying I'm in town. That's not fucking checking in, nigga.
What is checking in? What is checking in? Okay, before we go,
checking in and extortion being the same thing. When niggas talking about checking in, they talking about I had to go see this nigga so I ain't get messed with. And security. Now you changing the conversation to, it was just a casual phone call to some people I know, and who knows that as a rapper, this motherfucker No Black thought that he would answer the phone for you. A lot of these motherfuckers, you named a lot of big time motherfuckers who have assistants answering phone calls. That mean you know this nigga personally, and you DM'd him, and he said, "Yeah, I'm gonna show you around."
So one more time. So one more time, so we can have a clear definition by Peter J. Showers, Ptah Jamal. Give us a clear definition of what checking in is, in your opinion, and then you can give us extortion.
When I'm referring to checking in, I'm referring to what they talking about on DJ Vlad when they go to LA, what Schoolboy Q was talking about when he had the conversation about checking in. When you travel as a rapper to another state or city in United States, you have to check in with some local motherfucker to make sure that your shit is cool. Whatever, you paying them for security, whatever it is, what makes you obligated as a person that you have to do that in the first place? You shouldn't have to do that shit in the first place.
My safety.
I understand the bike clubs and the organized things and flags, that's different. We talking about fucking entertainers. And if you're not holding that standard, if it is something that you agree with and that's good for the community, hold that standard to everybody, no matter what occupation or color they is. Don't just fucking target me and stress me the fuck out, or make it a culture where, niggas gotta do this. I never hear shit like that in no other community.
Okay. Come on. Don't do the preaching thing. We want to hear the definition of extortion.
Man. You a rapper. You
getting the preaching. You getting the preaching. No, you get into your preaching, man. And we the only ones. That's preaching, bro. I've been to church a lot of years of my life. I know preaching when I hear it. What is the definition, in your opinion, of extortion?
Coercing motherfuckers to pay you for your activities, or they might be in danger, or for black people, life danger, but it usually be other shit. Like, you got something on me, leverage. That goes on in the business world all the time, but it don't end in fucking violence.
All right, so always some Your American podcast. I got my boy Peter J. Showers. I got my boy Aaron on the podcast today. We having a heavy, heated debate. 3 black intellectual men checking in culture. I'm gonna leave it right here. Wherever I go, I check in with somebody. Now, not out of no fear. Hey, I got people everywhere I go, so I check in with my people when I go somewhere. Everywhere I go, out of my safety and my security. I'm in Chicago. I don't know what Atlanta was on yesterday and how it's gonna be today when I get there. So I'm calling my people. My people tell me, hey, don't go here, go there, you good here, whatever. That's major to me.
Proves my point again. You just proved my point.
Sure.
You checking in because you ain't safe around your people. You don't know what's going on here. You're not talking about no other neighborhood but nigga neighborhoods and nigga parties and where the bitches is at. What niggas is doing. You didn't name no other motherfucking outside the culture rapper. You named all black rappers who you would check
Where to
in
go?
with. My point. That niggas not safe around. They safe around everybody but they own.
Okay,
or you wouldn't need to do that shit. You just said for my safety and my security. You just said it. Thank you. I'll be wrong, but I ain't
is it not placing? See how you this? And he just continues the argument, Aaron, because he make these open-ended things that are very easy to destroy. So is it white neighborhoods? Is it white neighborhoods that I should avoid, or Latino neighborhoods I should avoid? Because my people in New York, because you, it's only nigga shit. It's only nigga. My people in New York tell me don't go to the Bronx. Where the Latinos at? So is it only they telling me only don't go to black people neighborhoods? No. I need my question answered. Can you answer the question and then the sermon? Are they only telling me not to go to black neighborhoods? Is that what you trying to preach on?
Who is they?
No. Don't who says nothing. You said you just prove my point. Because you ain't safe around your own. So you think when I'm having these conversations and people telling me where to go and where not to go, it only involves black people? Yes or no?
No.
Okay. Thank you. Alwayssomeshh, your Urban American podcast.
Why does it include black people in the first place? That's the point, nigga. You ain't safe around your own traveling in other cities. I'm not black community. A lot of people. Black America get on TV all day. If it's against Trump, if it's against something political.
And see, Aaron, this what a Charlie
TV off, shot on camera by another nigga in his own fucking neighborhood. You ain't safe in your own neighborhood. Damn sure ain't safe going out of town to another state.
Aaron,
so you just proved my point by saying you had to make a phone call. But because it wasn't just black people, the fact that it's black people in the first place, nigga, that proves my point. We ain't no fucking community.
So Aaron, this is what a Charlie Kirk. This is what a Charlie Kirk conversation comes in there, right? Because you heard what he said.
We the only people that don't protect their people. Who the fuck kills a fucking rapper? That's generational wealth.
You see what he just said?
You see how people mad about Charlie Kirk?
Charlie Kirk. Hey, Aaron.
We don't give a fuck about our rappers. We argue over whether he deserved it or not. Let a white person get online and say some shit about Nipsey Hussle deserved it. Dr. Umar Farrakhan, every nigga in the woodworks be talking shit. We'd be having a conversation because that's disrespectful. But when black people do it, it's okay because it's political and we've been oppressed. We make excuses for every fucking body else's bullshit but our own. We got smoke for everybody. But when it come to us, no, it's okay. It's no snitching. It's checking in. Excuses.
See, he get lost on his sermon, and he don't get lost on the facts though, Aaron. And we just sit here and was quiet and let him preach, right? But he just said they protect their own. Charlie Kirk got whacked on fucking national TV. How the fuck they protect him? Stop with the preaching and stick to the facts, my boy. Because your facts don't line up with shit you say. You keep wanting to down black people so bad and put these other people on a clip, but they doing the same shit. All I gotta do is name the event, and then you shut the fuck up. Every time. Do you realize this? How was Charlie Kirk protected? These white people love Charlie Kirk. They was ready to kill. It was some motherfucking Nazis went to motherfucking the Hoovers in L.A. ready to die behind Charlie Kirk. So why did he get shot on national TV like that? Why did he get shot like that in front of everybody if he was protected? It's always an excuse. It's always an excuse when it comes to white people. Oh, it was political, the government. But when it comes, I'm talking. We heard
change about the black community.
Listen. If we clip this up, I'm just gonna clip it up so nasty. Well, how you say what you said, and then I'm gonna retract one more time. You keep doing this. This is like the 7th time. You did the extortion thing. You did the listen, Alwayssomeshh, your Urban American podcast. P is my boy. I love him to death. When we do this is we debate. This is us. But I have a memory like an elephant. You have 7 things that you have never said you was wrong on. You was wrong.
I
Extortion,
just told you I was wrong.
checking
I just
in.
said I wrote mine. Didn't I say I was wrong like 20 minutes ago?
Oh
Several
shit!
times.
Hold on.
You've been right,
Hold
my
on.
boy. You're right.
He did say he might be wrong, but he ain't lying.
Okay.
I'm not lying. That's what matters to me, the
When
truth.
you say the
You can
only
lie all day. You can bring up
when you say
statistics.
the
You know, this nigga had more dunks than that. Okay.
That's cool. Like I told you,
got more points than Michael Jordan, but is Michael Jordan a better player?
like I said, it's cool. Just don't say the only part. You still never said you was wrong behind the J. Cole. Aaron, I got him on video, one of our earlier pods. He said J. Cole was gonna kill everybody. Right? He was talking big shit. I got him on video. I love him. It's
I've
my man.
said several times I was wrong. I made a whole post about it. The man embarrassed me in front of my friends. You was the friend I was talking about. I made a whole post about it. I don't have a problem with accountability. What you do is you need to be right. You don't care about understanding shit. You just want to be right. So be right, brother. You right.
If you listen, and see, I like that you said that because that's where you wrong it, right? You can't understand something unless you write about it.
That's not
That's
true.
my point. You see what I'm saying?
How is not true?
That's not true.
Okay, all right, let's start
The
this.
point of understanding, if I'm wrong and I understand, I would change my views. Like when Mama Mia made